The municipal election campaign is officially underway. You've probably seen the campaign posters in your neighborhoods. There will be interesting races in cities across the province, but of course a lot of eyes will be on the race right here in Montreal. And joining us now to talk more about this is political analyst Justine McIntyre. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
So we've heard a lot of promises and idea proposals from Luc Rabouin of Projet Montréal and Soraya Martinez-Ferrada from Ensemble Montréal. What do you make of what we've heard from them so far?
I think most of all we've seen and heard a very different vision of the current state of affairs in Montreal. Luc Rabouin, of course, as the successor to Valérie Plante, is in a position of needing and wanting to defend what they've accomplished over the past 8 years. So sort of the extension of the vision that Valérie Plante created in terms of a greener city, a city with more active transportation, for example, and at the same time trying to recenter the message because he is aware of some of the frustration that many of the things that they've put in place, I don't want to just make it about bike paths, but let's say bike paths has generated. So a bit of a recentering, but nevertheless kind of a rosy portrait of the city of Montreal. Whereas what we're seeing from the Soraya Martinez camp, Ensemble Montréal, is that nothing's working in the city. They're bringing up issues relating to homelessness, relating to access to housing. They want to make the government more efficient. She's put out her 6-point program and is extremely critical of the last 8 years and the work that's been done by Projet Montréal, which she calls a failure across the line.
This campaign reminds me a lot of 2021, specifically with what you just mentioned. We, of course, as you said, we have a candidate saying Montreal has a lot of problems, they need to be fixed. We have another candidate, Luc Rabouin, saying actually there are a lot of things going very well in the city, but of course there are certain issues. So which message do you think will actually land with voters?
I think that the voters are going to be very, very divided on this, actually. And a lot of it depends also on where you live. What is immediate reality? What neighborhood are you in? Where do you go to work? Are you using public transit or not? Are you using and enjoying the bicycle network or not? Are you stuck in traffic? These issues are important to Montrealers, and they're going to affect how we see the city and who we're going to end up voting for. So a lot of it is going to be borough by borough. And then I think some of it will also just be on how the campaign unfolds. What are some of the other promises that are going to be put forward, and which one of these two primary candidates is able to most compellingly promote their vision of the city to Montrealers? And not forgetting, of course, that there are more than two main candidates. There's also Transition Montréal, which is positioning itself a little bit to the left of Projet, and Futur Montréal, which is, still remains to really emerge tremendously, but they do have a candidate for mayor and have announced a number of candidacies as well. So depending on which borough you're in, you'll have to choose between a lot of different possibilities.
I wanted to ask you about one of the parties you just mentioned, Transition Montreal. It's a new party. They're in the race. Its leader, Craig Sauvé, is running for mayor, but he's been in municipal politics for a number of years in the Sud-Ouest borough. Do you think Transition Montreal actually has a chance at winning some seats and really making some noise in this campaign?
I think that they're definitely the disruptor party. So they're coming in with the fact that they're new, I think is going to give them a certain amount of momentum. The fact that Craig Sauvé, though, has already established his reputation as a city councillor in the Southwest Borough. He's run for 2 elections at the federal level under the NDP banner. So he comes in with already a lot of experience from that, and also a team that has been following him throughout those federal election campaigns. He's very strongly positioned himself on certain issues like electoral reform at the city level, like increasing taxes for the wealthiest Montrealers among us. He's also taken a strong position. He thinks that Montreal should take a strong position on defending Gaza and the situation right now in Gaza. So he's differentiated himself from the others, and I think will act more as a disruptor than anything else. We may see a surprise, though. There can always be surprises, like there was in 2013 when Mélanie Joly came in and caused a lot of surprise.
We will certainly be following this campaign closely over the next 6 weeks. Election night is November 2nd. Justine McIntyre, thank you so much for doing this.
My pleasure.